How's everybody doing?
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Saturday episode of live Q&A and comics talk.
Yeah.
And I'm back.
She's
Been a
back.
minute,
It's been a minute.
but I'm back to join Omar on today's live. And we wanted to kind of start off the live talking about the news that hit everyone late last night, and it is about Chadwick Boseman. As you all know, he passed away from colon cancer at the age of 43. I think this news has hit me very heavy when I heard it. And I had to get on Twitter. I had to make sure it came from his representatives. I was like, because I couldn't even believe myself that it was real.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to be sorely missed by everyone. He was an amazing actor, amazing man, and it's some of the most devastating news I think I've heard in a while.
I mean, we all joke about how much 2020 has sucked, but this kind of seals that deal. Like this is a big shocker to a lot of people. And it's weird when we lose somebody that young. He was only 43 years old. It's weird because like we don't know him, right? But you feel so connected through the characters that he played.
Yeah.
And then you learn that he was dealing with this for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that shows you the kind of man that he was. Like through those years, we got, Civil War, Black Panther, 2 Avengers movies, and then the other projects that he was working on.
Like Marshall. Yeah, I mean, so Five Bloods. It's incredible how he was able to keep working while he was dealing with that, and he was a powerful activist as well. So it's a very sad day for everyone, I think.
Yeah, I think it affects whether you're a fan of the franchise or whatever. It affects you when someone that young passes away, someone that talented, because you wish that you had seen more where he would have been eventually gone. So
exactly.
Rodrigo, I'm so sorry to hear about your sister. He lost his sister to cancer, so we know what they might have felt when this hit them. Yeah, I am so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
And yeah, our condolences to his family. And it's just it's a weird way to start the episode, but it just, we have to talk about it because I think everybody has been talking about it. We posted something on our social media yesterday about it, and I think a lot of people are surprised, right, when somebody's dealing with these things personal, and then out of nowhere they pass away. So
yes,
yeah, man, I feel the same way, or about same age as me. I'm 42. He was a year older.
Yeah.
So I saw a tweet from Dan Slott talking about him passing away on Jackie Robinson Day, and also Jack Kirby's birthday, 2020.
Yeah,
it's weird. Wow.
Thank you for the super chat, Matthew.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Was looking forward to discussing my first Omni purchase and your role in motivating me. Today, my heart and mind is elsewhere with Boseman, family, and the Black and geek culture and honor and love. And that's another thing too. There were so many kids like that looked up. Thank you again for the super chat, by the way, Matthew. There's so many kids that looked up to this man, right? And growing up, you look up to superheroes, you look up in movies like Superman, right? Like for me, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, that would be so cool to fly. And you look up to the character that this actor played. And then when something like this happens, it's like, man, it really hits you. And you have to talk to your kids about it. So Phil is saying the movie 42 was his best work. So underrated.
It was a great movie.
I liked his portrayal of James Brown too. I thought that was pretty good. Hey, NMC crew, condolences to his family gone too soon. Yes. Yeah, just Kevin Smith, I just heard about Chadwick Boseman. Extremely shocked he will be missed.
Yeah.
When Amanda texted me, you texted me last night.
Yeah.
You were like, oh shit, this isn't real. And I said, and I remember I had just gotten home because we went to go see New Mutants, and we'll talk about that here in a second.
Yes.
Like I was shaking. Like I was like, what?
I was in tears. I was like, this isn't real. And then I was like, I texted him, I was like, this isn't real, but I think it is. And then of course it was all over when it was on his own Twitter account. Obviously his representatives have access to that, posted that. And I was going through it and I was like, this man like literally just posted days ago regarding, Kamala Harris becoming VP. Like it's just mind boggling that 1 minute someone like that could be here and the next that he's gone. And yes.
This is hard. I lost my uncle to cancer. I'm so sorry to hear that. I think, I lost my father-in-law to cancer. I've lost one of my aunts, one of my uncles.
Yeah.
I'm going to quote, and I know, depending, like, I don't care how you feel about him, but he did have a good quote. I remember when Sam Loeb passed away. Sam Loeb was Jeff Loeb's son of cancer. Like, he was young, right? And it's not fair when someone that young, he was a kid. But there was a quote from Joss Whedon where he was like, he just said, fuck cancer.
Yeah.
Because seriously, fuck cancer is the best. Yeah. That's the only way you can put it. So, so with that being said, I hope everybody's staying healthy and safe out there. I'd love to know where everybody's from, by the way. I know I usually start out off with that, but we feel like
we wanted to start. Yeah.
Is it me or did the sound just go away? I hope not.
I hope not.
Mic's still on. Hope it's just you. I mean, I hope it's not you, but can everybody still hear us?
Can everyone still hear us? Let us know in the chat.
Hi from Connecticut.
Connecticut.
What's up? Yeah, that pretty much sums up everybody this weekend, I'm sure. Wakanda forever. California. Hanky Pim.
Hey.
Yeah. Let us know where you're from. We'll get started doing some Q&A.
Connor, you're from Derry, Northern Ireland, like from like the Derry Girls. Are we talking about like the show? That is one of my favorite shows, Connor. And is it truly a good representation of that area?
Rob Swallow from Wakanda. We all there, brother. We all there today. My wife and I cried. She talked about what he meant to young people. Absolutely. That's the heartbreaking thing. The volleyball players at her school would wear war paint like the women in the movie. Heartbroken. That sucks.
Oh, Connor is from Derry, from the Derry Girls. Oh, that's amazing. That's really cool. I'm
only because of the Dairy Girls.
Only because of the Dairy Girls.
Saludos de Juárez. ¿Cómo estás, mi hermano? Ontario, Canada. I love all these different. What's up, buddy? I got your email. I haven't read it yet. So when you send us, when people send us email, by the way, I try to check the email twice a week, and I promise I get to everybody. Sometimes it takes me a little longer, but I got your email, brother. I promise I'll read it. By the way, we also have a P.O. box for the people that have been wanting to send us stuff. Not anthrax, but there's our P.O. box. It's also in the
nice thing.
Description of this video. Yes, the description of this video. Ontario, Canada, Quebec, Finland.
Wow.
Don't diss the Irishman. What's up, John DeSucas, my boy? Aloha from Hawaii.
Ooh, what time is it over?
Romania. Wow. Gloomy. Brooklyn.
It's a little rainy here too.
Denmark. Love all these different people from all over the place. One day.
Oh, we have a new fan from India.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm, right there.
Okay. Your new fan from India. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
We do this every Saturday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think it's the best time we figured out for everybody except my Australian brothers and sisters down there. I think it's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning still. But if I get up any earlier, the California folks won't be able to join, and because it's already 8 o'clock at their time.
It's a tricky bag. Yeah. Kuala Lumpur, JT. Awesome.
JT's the man. Yeah.
He's
a good dude. 5 a.m. in Hawaii. You are dedicated, devoted Minty right there.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Bosnia. Wonderful Grandmaster.
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Much love to you both. What's up, Robert? How you doing, brother? Roger Stark, right next door. You should have said outside of your window.
Wait a minute.
But he said he's in Boston.
But he's in Boston. He's in
sunny Croatia.
Ooh,
nice. From Wales, 4 p.m. And I'm sorry if we just go, we don't get to where you're from. Sometimes this is a little slow catching up.
Yeah, and it also moves fast when we have a lot of people in the chat.
What's up, Omnibus Collector? Recognize so many names from doing these live shows so often.
Yeah.
I thought about now that things are getting kind of semi back to normal about pulling the plug on this show and having just a normal video. But I honestly need this, if not more than as much as some of you all, because I love talking to everyone and just talking about things that make me feel good, like make me happy, the things to look forward to. So
whoa.
I mean, you
all right.
Mirror.
Me or him. You can say him. It's
You
fine.
can say
I get it. I understand.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it too if you're in him. That makes sense.
What? Group
Matthew's
hug.
in Vermont. Good morning, Matthew.
What's up, Matthew? How you doing, buddy? Still got Maddie's picture. I promise we are getting together, or I'll leave it at her door.
Yes.
Oh,
Good reminder, everyone, to smash that like button if you haven't already. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You get a friend in me, Marcus. That's right. Omar, you catch up on X-Men? I am 2 months behind on X-Men, but I hope I've been reading nothing but Batman this month. Like Batman and then whatever our old reader, new reader is. By the way, if you've not read Absolute Sandman Volume 1, you should. Or just the first 20 issues of Sandman, because that's what we're talking about when is that? Tuesday?
Tuesday. We're talking about Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes.
It's
8
our
p.m. Eastern
old reader,
Standard
new
Time.
reader, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What she just said.
Yep. The West Coast.
What's up, West Coast?
Oh, Colin here is from West Philly. I'm not going to start singing it, but what part of West Philly? Right here. Green Lantern.
What's up, Green Lantern? Did Absolute Carnage finally make it out of customs? I believe it did, and it has a new release date, so I think we're good to go on that and Conan. And because this is honey, yeah. Hey Omar, when is Conan the Barbarian original Marvel Years Omnibus Volume 4? I believe that's September 23rd is what I said. One thing to keep in mind is also that schedule may change because I think it was pushed back. But when things don't clear custom, sometimes Diamond has to sit on it. So that's the latest update that I have on that book. JT
wants to know, Omar and Amanda, are you guys going to see New Mutants? I'm shook that it's actually out. Never thought this day would come. Not sure if I'm going to.
That's something we were going to ask you all. We
did.
We went to see it.
We saw it last night. Actually,
we went. We went to a drive-in and saw it safe, away from people. So
yeah, we saw it.
Would you all like
Do you want us to talk about it now?
We can talk about it now, or we can do a review of it, like a spoiler review or a spoiler-free review for another episode.
At this point, I mean, it's been in the works for 3 years. Do you guys care if it's spoilers or not?
I don't think people have had enough time to go see it. So yeah, you let us know. Is it bad? It sounds like you think it's bad.
No. Okay.
How about this? It's getting bad reviews. But
yes, you're right,
honestly
Randy.
Don't see why it's getting so hated. Like, I
mean, people are saying it's the worst in the X-Men franchise, and I thoroughly disagree with that.
That's what I heard too.
We read an article on Forbes after we saw the movie, and I was like, I don't agree with that. I saw Dark Phoenix, and I saw X3.
I was like, did we forget about X-Men 3?
And we reviewed those 2 movies recently too, and I was like, I don't think they're watching the same movies we're watching. Clearly,
so people are saying spoiler review now.
Yeah.
Some people are saying don't spoil it.
We won't. Yeah,
so we will probably don't care about spoilers. So what we'll do is New Mutants is out. That's another thing too. I don't know if it's out worldwide.
It's here.
Currently out today. 4-year-old.
Yes, all of them now. Like. All the actors are now on Social Security. That's how long this movie.
Is it really that old? All right. So maybe we'll give it a couple days. Enough time for everybody.
No, we are not forgetting about Fantastic.
No. I think they said it's the worst X-Men movie of the franchise, and I completely disagree with that statement. I think the new Hellboy really set the bar so low for those movies.
Yeah.
I'm from Brazil.
Oh, one of my best friend, her and her husband moved down to Brazil about 2 years ago. They live down there now.
Maybe this is her.
No, it's not. Okay. But if it was, if you're Charlene, let me know. But I don't think you are.
You're Charlene. No, never mind. It was the other girl. Never mind.
No, that was Charlene.
Wolverine Origins, right? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Movies? I was like, man, it's just been.
But now it's interesting because if you guys look at the Rotten Tomato aggregate scores, there's only like 9 legit certified like movie reviewer reviews, and it gives it a 23%. But then you see like the audience review, it's like about 57%, and there's like 142. So that's another thing where it's like, who do you trust? Because not even all reviewers are going to see it in theaters to go review it. So it's very interesting.
This is one, by the way, really quick. Thank you so much, Tushar, for the super chat. I think that's one thing a lot of reviewers are standing like and saying, no, we are not going to go review this movie because we want it we want to review it if it's available for everybody and safe at home. We can't make people go out and watch this movie. So
a lot of people aren't. So that's why I don't like looking at those right now, those aggregate scores on Rotten Tomatoes, because you're only looking at 9 reviews, giving it a 23%. I don't think that's a good enough number to accurately give you an overall.
20% on Rotten Tomatoes?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what it is.
Yeah, I had to see it written. Ouch.
Oh, okay.
Love your channel. Thank you
had to see him write it, not me just telling you about it.
We're not going to have that fight on the air. Is it better than Catwoman? Look.
Well, Catwoman, Rebel by Design,
right.
Is it a class?
Is it better than this? Yes, it's better than.
It's in a class all of its own. It's really hard to say.
Daniel Way, Wolverine Omnibus. Okay, I mean, I'd get it because I'm a completist. Omar, where'd you get the Wolverine on your shelf? Which one? The little dude up there? My wife made that. The little little perler bead dude. It looks like pixelated. Thank you so much, Ben Riley, for your super chat. Wakanda Forever, indeed.
Yes.
We finally have Ben Riley coming out later this month, in the month of September. Omnibus Volume 2 is coming out.
Okay, so for everyone, the update on Rotten Tomatoes, by the way. So right now it stands...
I like your channel. Not sure if I'm ready to say love yet. Not there yet. Well, I like you a lot too, Chris. I like you too. It's a commitment to say love.
It is. It's a huge commitment. Okay, so right now it has 30 critics giving it 23%. Audience score with 494 verified ratings give it a 52%. The Metacritic score... Hold on, I have my notes. Right now, the Metacritic score is a 46. That's why we keep her
around. She's got notes.
And then the IMDb score right now is a 5.9. So the 20% that we're seeing on Rotten Tomatoes, I don't really trust that number right now because it's too low of an aggregate score, or too low responses. If we had more than 30, I think I would have been more, take that for what it is. But there you go.
Hello, Omar. I have a question for you. I want to read some Captain America. So what would you suggest me to start reading? Also, I am from Greece. One of the best runs that's still available right now, if you like the omnibus format, is the Mark Waid run. The Mark Waid omnibus is phenomenal. The Captain America by Ed Brubaker might be the very best run to start a new reader on. But I will say it sets the bar high. And that's the one. It feels like you're watching an espionage movie. It's written by Ed Brubaker, drawn by Steve Epting. It will be reprinted next year. I think it comes out in January of 2021, if you want to get it that way. If you want to get it into the epics, Man Without Country. That's the epic that you need to start with. Mark Rumal had a lot of good runs, but I think the best jumping on point is Man Without Country. That's just my opinion. Yes, hit that like, people from the collector. Thank you so much. Amanda, why don't you choose? Whoa. Would you do the honors of reading that?
Kat Dennings would have boosted that movie.
Now, would you do the honors of...
good Lord.
Come on now. Do us the honors. Right?
Oh, wait, his thing's hiding her boobies. There you go. Is that better?
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that would have bumped the scores up of New Mutants. That's correct. Thank you.
Jaggernaut. Oh, JT said it's all on Facebook. Yeah, we saw that too.
Where Bob McLeod
spell his name wrong.
His name. That's so messed up. Lucifer Omnibus worth buying. Yes, as long as volume 2 has been moved. So hopefully it's resolicited. It'll be out later. So yes, Mike Carey's Lucifer. I was just telling Amanda that we're reading Sandman for Old Reader, New Reader, and it's that Lucifer is the character from that omnibus, and also the Lucifer on the show that appears in Sandman. That's who it's based on. So what is
some people have been demanding that.
Oh, so way to cover that up.
There you go, guys. There you go. You're welcome.
That's her. I have no control over this.
I saw Matthew and a couple other people commenting on it, Roberto. So someone wanted to know, I'm sounding like Grace.
From Grey's Anatomy?
From Will and Grace?
You sound more like Will than Grace.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't give need a cold shower. Hey, Omar, I've had Amazing Spider-Man JMS Volume 1 on back order with a retailer for a few months. I'm starting to think it won't ever come. Any word of more stock? Sadly, that's out of print, is all I've seen. but it's back. It just says back order. That's why your retailer is able to try to get it for you. But I don't see an update. I still see back order with no update, and usually that means it's getting to be out of print, which stinks because JMS Volume 2 is coming out this week. This week is like freaking whoop your wallet's ass day for a lot of us omnibus collectors. With Reloaded coming out, what is the hate for Austin's run? A lot of art irks me, but I'm a huge Juggernaut fan. There's a lot of moments in that run that really were, how do I put it, shitty, to put it mildly. There's a lot of things that I think everybody acted out of character. There is a Sammy the Fish Boy, She-Hulk and Juggernaut. She lies with angels. The Draco, oh my God! Even though it's got artwork by Philip Tan and Salvador La Roca, Kia Asamiya, it's a mess of a book, of a series. Chuck Austin, just notoriously, I think, probably known as far as everybody, for the most part, as the worst X-Men writer. That being said, I would still buy the Chuck Austin omnibus because that's how I roll. Hey, y'all.
Thanks for the super chat, Ruben. First time on a live, but love the channel. Omar recommended buying the Children of Adam box set versus buying the reprint Omnis. Box set is lots of money.
It is. It's $500 retail price.
God bless.
And never mind. But yes, I
was like,
well, there's things I can't say. I can't say.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. So there's secrets that Omar knows that we can't know. So I think, Ruben, let's put a pin in that for now, and we'll get back to it a later
date.
But
thank you for the super chat. But I will say, if it's out of print, go get you those Omnis, man. It's not as complete as the box set because it's missing some issues, but they're oversized artwork, and you get the freaking meat on the bone of what you need for X-Men. They're that good. Uncanny X-Men 1, 2, 3, and then we're getting a 4, man. And that goes past what the box set gives us. Okay, so that's another thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, and Chris now can love at near mint condition because
my man, look at you. You made that happen.
I did. I think
you made that happen.
That's what I did. Let's see.
What's Leo's Q&A? Leo, can you please
put
your Q&A back at the bottom so we can read it again? It's hard to scroll through all the comments. But
Lionheart said, Amanda and Omar, my birthday haul consists of 9 Star Wars epics. Wow.
All three Black Suns. Nice.
I got those too.
9 Street Fighter books, my man.
And 5 DC Omnis and 2 DC Absolutes. It all came in. Holy crap.
I am still waiting. That's
a nice birthday gift.
Yeah. Happy birthday, man.
Yes.
So I'm still waiting on one more package that shipped out on July 10th. It is now August 29th. I've gotten some packages that shipped out on July 4th and some packages that shipped out on July 7th. So it gives me a little bit of hope that I'm finally going to get that. And this package is the big package. So I understand your frustration and be patient.
Sato09 wants to know if you've cracked into Dread yet.
No, but funny enough, 2000 AD reached out to me through email. I just haven't heard back. Like, as far as like, there's an essential. They were telling me about an essential Dread collection coming out later this year. So we're going back and forth about that.
Okay, Leo wants to say. Okay.
Hey guys, I'm thinking I want to watch Song by the Sea, Outer Banks. I've not seen it, but I've heard it's really good. So I hope you enjoy it if you do watch it.
I don't think I've seen it either. Alex wants to know the best place to start with Star Wars comics.
I got rid of all my epics a while back because I realized I don't have enough room for epics for Star Wars and I got rid of my classic Star Wars. Honestly, get the Jason Aaron Star Wars run. It is awesome. But if I had to choose my personal run, and that is the Dark Empire storyline, my buddy Kyle gifted me the hardcover of that. That's only available through Dark Horse in a hardcover edition. Hopefully Marvel will give us something similar to that. It's where Luke Skywalker goes bad. Oh, I'm not going to spoil anything else. Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
So just read that.
But Jason Aaron's run is in canon, right? Because it's part of the Disney Marvel era. So if you want to do that, do it that way.
Jason Aaron, man. Okay, 8th. I don't know these Helen Mirren gifts. Yeah, Amanda, give us Helen Mirren gifts or I won't hit that like button.
You better find some. I'm here. I'll take care of this.
How am I gonna find a gift?
You do your job. Do your job. Do your job. I'm just kidding. We'll find it. I got Swamp Thing by Alan Moore, Volume 1 from the school library. Awesome. Did you get it couldn't have been Absolute, right? You're talking about the classic trade paperback. Essential Dread is starting in September. Do it. Well, if they get back to me, absolutely, I will. I'd love to. I've never read any Dread, so it would definitely pop my cherry, if you will. Favorite Black Panther issues. I'm gonna go with. There are two runs that I think are great starting on points for the character of Black Panther, and as much as I appreciated Kramer and Kirby's Avenger stuff, but I think to me the best way to get into the character, the easiest way to get into that character is the Reggie Hudlin run. There are complete collections of that available. I like Christopher Priest's run more, but it's a little more complicated and harder to get into than Reggie Hudlin. Reggie Hudlin is more action-packed adventure and just dives right in really quick. Omi, my homie. Who's the beautiful woman next to you? Over here?
Oh, you stop.
This is Amanda.
Oh, yes. I'm Amanda, the amazing Amanda.
Yep.
Usually I'm on the show, but yeah.
She took a little break.
Yeah.
You're gonna join us for Old Reader New Reader, right?
This week, yeah. My husband came back from his deployment for a visit, and he's been gone for a year, so I had to take a break. Sorry, guys.
And rightly so.
Yes.
So, but we have a show on Wednesdays usually, which we'll be starting that up again sometime in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We'll keep you updated. We have a social media. If you haven't joined our social media,
I'm the social media manager now. So
she bumped herself up. What's our social media, Amanda?
Near Mint Con. That is our tag, and you can get it on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. So
that is at Near Mint Con. Is that what it is?
Near Mint Con, yes.
So yeah, if you haven't joined, this is where we keep updates and stuff right there on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We have our schedules up there, and then we can interact with people more.
Yes.
Now, some people have suggested doing a Discord server.
Yes.
And me being the old man that I am, I have no idea what the hell Discord is. So I put this lady in charge. We've done a Discord viewing.
Yes, yeah, we did create a Discord account because Omar and I did our first attempt at a live viewing party, which was a phenomenal. I don't know if any of you had joined us on there. I think a couple of you had. We did the first episode of the second season of Umbrella Academy together, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
To get to chat with everyone while we were watching the show together. So that's one of the things that we would love to do more of on our Discord channel, and also creating some spaces for our fans to actually interact together and with us as well. So,
yep. When's the Near Mint Con getting blue tick on Twitter? What does that mean?
Verified.
What does that mean?
When we get super famous, I'm just waiting for it.
Oh, is that what it means? Okay.
When we become true influencers, I guess. So I guess we're not Jake Paul level influence.
Who the fuck is Jake Paul?
That dumbass YouTube guy.
No offense to anybody that loves Jake Paul.
Yeah.
You know who that is.
No one likes him.
No one. Wow. Apparently people do if he's verified.
Yeah.
Hey guys, do you think Moon Knight Epics will get reprinted, or will Marvel try to push the new one? I will say this, I've said this on the show before, is that even if Marvel is doing an omnibus, it doesn't mean they're not going to do epics. I mean, look at Uncanny X-Men, right? They just released a box set. We have epic collections, and we also have reprints of the omnibus. So I know that they've wanted to keep volume ones in evergreen, meaning that they're always going to be in print. So at least volume 1 will be reprinted. I just announced 9 new reprints of epic collections coming out in 2021. I think it was 9. Maybe it's a little more than that. But yeah, so keep looking and keep your head up, looking for those books. They'll come back.
Oh, sorry.
What do you think about Suicide Squad 2 plus Wonder Woman? I'm excited about Suicide Squad 2 the most.
The most. Well, I'm excited about Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman as well. But
between the two so far,
Suicide Squad's cast is insane. So I'm trying to figure out who's gonna get.
They're not gonna make it.
I mean, who's gonna make it? Like, I think about in Deadpool when we had all those weird, the people that's dying when they created their little X-Force real quickly.
Oh, so, yeah, that's where it's gonna go.
I think that's what's gonna happen. Like Pete Davidson.
Why?
I didn't even know he was gonna be in that movie. So to see him play, I was just shocked. But I'm super excited about it. Wonder Woman, I mean, I'm excited, and the cheetah looked okay, so we'll see what happens. But I think Matt Reeves' Batman is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to that.
I am also looking forward to Suicide Squad. Can you send that to me to this email?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I can send it to that email.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. So, this is from Jessica. So happy you got to see him, Amanda. That's a tough part, being apart.
It's very tough being apart, yeah.
Wakanda forever indeed, Jack.
Indeed.
Thank you. DPC All-Star Amanda was deployed to be with her husband. You can say that. We deployed her.
I wish I could go over there, but now I don't want to be in Texas. It's too hot.
Pete Davidson is Kite Man. We still don't know what Taika is playing, right?
Yeah, we still don't know what Taika Waititi is going to play because Sean Gunn's obviously playing the Weasel.
You're right about Peter Capaldi as the Thinker. I'm good with that.
I think he'll be one of the few that's going to...
Weasel, that guy's...
Hey.
Polka Dot Man. That guy's... It's going to surprise everybody when Polka Dot Man, Weasel, and King Shark are the ones that make it.
Yes.
Everybody else is dead.
Joel Kinnaman, a lot of people are like, so is he gonna like his Rick is he gonna still be in it?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are thinking that he's gonna do like a Channing Tatum from G.I. Joe 2 where he dies in the beginning.
Well, I thought they were gonna do that with what's his name, Deadshot, right?
I'm surprised so no Will Smith at all.
Are they killing Will Smith?
Because they didn't announce him at all, and that's, I mean, I can't imagine that. I didn't think he was not going to come back.
Right. This is for Ace, by the way. Was it Ace?
Yeah.
Rebel by Design.
No, it's Ace who asked for this. He said he would.
There you go, Ace.
Some young Helen Mirren. Huh? Okay.
So there you go. A young Helen Mirren. She looks
like Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, this is an interesting question. What omnibus has the most appearances of the Juggernaut? Ooh, what a tough question. Juggernaut played an important part. You know what? I'm going to say probably Uncanny X-Men Volume 1. Because I think he has a little bit less in Volume 2. He shows up a little bit in Volume 2. He'll definitely show up in Volume 4. But then between, like, the Inferno prologue, he shows up some, like those issues with Dazzler. So the omnibus, I'm gonna stick it to my guns and say Uncanny Volume 1. Not that that's, I don't know if it's a correct answer. Oblivion, what's up? What are your thoughts on Preacher? Worth it? Yes, 100%. I love Preacher. Is one of my favorite DC books, favorite Vertigo books. I still quote the ending of that book. That the ending brings a little tear to my eye. It's some people will say it's a little dated because it's 90s. So there's a lot of pulp culture from the 90s. You have the appearance by Bill Hicks, and most people probably don't even know who Bill Hicks is. He was a better Dennis Leary.
Okay.
There. I said it.
I know who Dennis Leary is.
Of course you do, because he's still alive. Bill Hicks passed away of cancer. So fuck cancer again. There's a lot of pop culture references that might have been cool and you probably would have gotten in the 90s and now seem kind of dated, but it's a wonderful book. It's freaking blasphemous as hell, especially the Killer of Saints, Saint Killer Saints, that guy. But Cassidy all the way. Cassidy was my dude. Phoebe Cates gif. Now you're asking too much, Matthew.
All right. Ghost Who Walks wants to know, Omar, did I miss the secret reprinting of the Conan Omnibus Volume 1? Am I going to have to bite the bullet with the John Cassidy cover?
Yes, I think the only people that were left with the Barry Windsor Smith classic cover was Cheap Graphic Novels, our sponsor. So if you want to check them out, check them out. I don't know if he has any left. I think all of those were special ordered like for weeks and they finally came in. So I don't know if he still has any or not, but check out our website their website. That's cheapgraphicnovels.com. Books up to 50% off. Yep. Black Panther passed away. Can't believe it. Mm-hmm. Dude was so young. You're right, Nick. We started this chat that way. We started talking about it. Dennis Leary stole Bill Hicks' whole persona.
Wow.
Yep. I'm not the only one that feels that way. So it's true.
What did Louise say?
Where were you at? You go ahead and you said.
What did you say, Louise? Watch some Amanda's Insta story with her husband, and they are so sweet. Been really loving the
Uncanny
X-Men Volume 1. Aaron's Avengers next arc is about the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Do you think we're getting an Avengers vs. X-Men Volume 2?
No, aren't we getting something similar, though? It's like another crossover featuring the Phoenix. I can't remember what it's called. It's something like Countdown to Phoenix or something like that. Oh, Blackest... Damn it.
Blackest Night,
Thank
Brightest Day. Should I go for Omnis or the box set? Because Omar is getting his words mixed up today.
Yep, I am. I'm totally messing that up. I suggest the omnibus because the box set is $500, and Brightest Day to me is not worth it. If you can find Brightest Day omnibus for cover, then go for it or wait for a reprint. I don't think it's a good story that follows up Blackest Night. I think Blackest Night is probably one of the strongest Green Lantern stories, one of the strongest DC stories, crossovers. But Brightest Day, the follow-up was just it was okay. Beautiful artwork, though. Beautiful artwork. Any chance for an Ostrander Kim Yell Suicide Squad omnibus? There is a bigger chance now than there was a few years ago, especially with James Gunn using that poster that looks like it's an Ostrander Suicide Squad poster. Oh, man. So I hope so. And I hope we get a Secret 6 omnibus, too. Gail Simone's Secret 6.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Hey, are you guys going to watch Astro Boy or Sheena?
Maybe?
I don't know how we'll kick off. Was it really that bad?
Yeah.
Maybe because we've been doing Was It Really That Bad? We talked about this. Amanda brought up a good point. Maybe because we've been doing Was It Really That Bad for so long is why we didn't think New Mutants was as bad.
Because I was like, we've been seeing a lot of bad movies recently, and this isn't that bad, guys. Right?
It's not as bad as some of the movies we force ourselves to watch.
Yes.
Leah Thompson from Howard the Duck. Robert's a man of good taste.
Yes.
She's a little thin for me, but that's all right. Let's see. There was another question here. Omar loved yesterday's video for the updated September weekly release schedule. Does Batman Demon Trilogy relate to overlap of Tales of the Demon? No. The trilogy of the Demon Trilogy is Birth of a Demon, Son of a Demon, and Bride of a Demon. Those are all original graphic novels that were one-shots, right? As a follow-up to the Tales of the Demon. The Tales of the Demon is more stories of Ra's al Ghul, depending on how you want to pronounce it. So Amanda's going to go get the door. So depending on how you want to pronounce it, that's what that focuses on, the early stories of Raj. Do you think Crisis on Infinite Earths deserves an omnibus treatment? Crisis on Infinite Earths would be really difficult to put into an omnibus because all you would be getting is just padding the book out to make money out of it, right? Because most of the crossovers really didn't affect the main Crisis book. You could put. I think I talked about this last week. You could put in some new Teen Titans that lead up to it that like introduce the Monitor, but really everything else is Red Skies, right? Like the Red Skies, which is just literally a crossover event because Action Comics had Red Skies. It's a Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover event. So. I mean, yeah, if they wanted to, they could do 2 omnis out of that because they have 4 deluxe hardcovers, and those are mapped okay. Omar, is the new Amazing Spider-Man at JMS Omnibus Volume 2 flat spine still? I don't know the answer to that. As soon as I find out the answer, how about this? As soon as I find out the answer, if I find out before you all do, I will post it on our social media, or I'll have my social media guru post it on our social media if it's flat spine or not. Omar and Amanda, your thoughts on Ben Reilly 2? Yeah, Amanda, what are your thoughts on Ben Reilly 2? She ain't read it. It's cool. It's cool.
No.
It's cool. A lot of people haven't. This wraps up the Clone Saga, right? What started with the Clone Saga Volumes 1 and 2, the omnibus, leads into Ben Reilly 1. Volume 2 is the wrap-up. The best part about that, though, is, with the Revelations? Who's a 4-part crossover that wraps up the storyline. It's the return of a villain that I know a lot of people didn't like, but I was like, yeah, that actually makes sense, and it's about time. It's the death of a character we did not see coming. 2 characters. 1 that we're still heartbroken about. 2, he or she may still be around. I have not read Black Clover.
Hey, Omar, have you read Black Clover?
That's why she's here. I have not. It's a manga. Omar, I can do this one. Do you read Doctor Who comics? I have never read have you read Doctor Who comics?
I've read a couple of them, yeah.
I have read 0 Doctor Who comics.
I have read more of the Doctor Who novelizations. Those I have probably about 5 or 6 of those that I have read. I really enjoy those stories. Especially once when I was still wanting more Rose after she had left and we had gotten Martha and stuff. I bought a lot of the ones where he was still with Rose. So, yeah.
And I am a fan of Rose and Martha Jones. Martha Jones. We have a super chat from Tushar really quick. Why Brian Reed Captain Marvel looks different than Kelly Thompson's Captain Marvel? Brian Reed's Captain Marvel looks different because she wasn't Captain Marvel when Brian Reed was writing her. Carol Danvers was Miss Marvel during that time. So she had the Miss Marvel costume or the Warbird costume as she was going during the run of Avengers. And then that's probably the costume you're talking about. And then she became Captain Marvel in, what was it? Avenging Spider-Man or something. That was her first appearance. So Kelly Sue Kelly Thompson's character is the character that Kelly Sue DeConnick wrote when she first became Captain Marvel. The title of Captain Marvel was Monica Rambeau for a while. Then it went to, I don't want to spoil it, though. It went to a relative of the original Captain Marvel. At this moment, I just want to remind everyone to hit that like button, please. Don't forget, guys. Don't forget. And if you haven't subscribed, I'm sure you all have. Late to the party.
Yes,
also,
Christabel.
Amanda.
Yeah,
she's here. She's here. Yeah, Revelations was good, I think. I think it was a good book. Only 4 issues. Is it worth getting in the omnibus? Well, if you already have volume 1 and 2 of the Clone Saga and Ben Reilly 1, I'm sure you're picking it up. We talked about this earlier. What's some of the best Black Panther comics? I would go with Reggie Hudlins and Christopher Priest.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that we should post that on our social media. Because that question has been coming up a lot.
Yeah. Okay, good idea. I was thinking about doing
a video for it.
No, don't do that.
Okay. I'm just going to give Omar more work to do, guys. So what? Keep coming at it. Keep coming. What else?
I was going to do a video on the best New Mutant stories.
That's what he's going to do. Yeah.
We can do the social media post of it feels weird post-mortem talking about a character that Chadwick
Boseman, yeah.
What did you think of Doctor Who and The Next Generation? Was there a crossover, or just? I'm sorry. Or what did you think about the shows? You watch The Next Generation?
No.
Are you a Trekkie?
No, I'm not huge Trekkie. No, I'm not a big Trekkie. Are you talking about just Doctor Who's The Next Generation? Like
Freddie, I'm gonna ban you if you weren't an admin. But he's right. Martha looked fine. We talking about looks?
Rose was very attractive.
Oh, she was. But Martha was like a fine wine. But honestly, Amy turned out to be my favorite.
Yeah,
Amy was great.
After Matt Smith, I had honestly stopped watching a lot of the Doctor Who. I tried with Tennant, and I tried a little bit of Jodie Whittaker, but I have
Tennant. You love Tennant.
I mean, not Tennant. I mean, Capaldi. Sorry. Yeah, I love Tennant. Oh, God, yeah. And then I tried a little bit of Whittaker because I know we watched like the first 3 episodes, I think, of the first season where she played. I don't know, kind of fell out of love with it. So as it happens.
I'd like to go back and watch some. Amanda and Omar, have you read something by Marini besides his Batman books? I have not. Do you recommend anything? Big fan of that art, though. The Titan Doctor Who comics are amazing. Oh, here's a good question for both of us. From Simply Book Dreams. Favorite Robin?
I don't know about my favorite Robin, but my favorite
Robin Lively.
Dick Grayson is the one.
Oh, that Robin.
Is the one from the Grayson omnibus. Oh, buddy. He's my favorite.
I like Dick Grayson as Nightwing and Batman. As far as my favorite Robin, it has to be Tim Drake, all the way. I love Tim Drake.
You don't like Damian?
I think Damian started off like a prick and then grew on people, especially when something happened in Batman and Batman Incorporated. But no, I'm still gonna stick with Tim Drake. Yeah, Tim Drake was awesome. Martha was the worst Tennant companion for me.
There are people who believe
there's a lot of people that believe that. My wife, Amanda. I'm in the UK and have never read Doctor Who comics.
Wow.
But I've read lots of Judge Dredd. Then you're the guy I need to talk to.
Yeah. Some people don't read comics related TV shows and stuff. It just isn't what it is.
What's the best licensed comic of all time, and why is it Uncanny X-Men? Is that what we're talking about, licenses? Or are you talking about like toy licenses, movie licenses? Because if you're talking toys, like the Hasbro line,
then Transformers obviously.
Transformers IDW is the best.
Maybe My Little Pony. Those could be up there too. Those are
well, Transformers and My Little Pony have a crossover.
See, they're pretty good.
And I have a lot of fond memories of My Little Pony because my daughter used to read them. Hey guys, do you think Marvel will reprint Amazing Spider-Man JMS Omnibus Volume 1 in 2021? 2021 is the year. It's tough, right? I know Captain America, it's the year of Captain America anniversary, and I think it's also the Fantastic Four anniversary.
Wow.
So I'm seeing reprints of both of those, I hope. I know we're getting 2 right off the bat of Captain America, and then one new one, which is the Golden Age Captain America Volume 2. David was in our chat one day, and he said that's the one they're going to work on. So so we know of those 2. I hope that we get more Fantastic Four, but we're also getting reprints of Spider-Man. We're getting Untold Tales of Spider-Man, and then Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2 are getting reprinted. So there's always hope for a Volume 1. The hard thing, though, is that book literally came out last year, and it's already out of print. That means either we got a lot more people buying Omnis, or... No, I think that's what it is. Will we ever see a Justice League Dark Omnibus? Depends on who takes over DC. Ooh, X-Men Star Trek. That was drawn by Mark Silvestri. I actually read that.
I think Freddie's trying to make up for something down here.
Don Rosa Comics, the best slice. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I was like, are you trying to suck up to Omar right now, Freddie?
No. He's right. He's right. I stand corrected. Freddie, I bow to you, sir. You're right. It is Don Rosa's Duck Comics are the best licensed comics for sure. 100%.
But also, you are a brony.
Also, I have a tattoo on my left ass cheek of
Applejack.
Gosh. That's the only one I could remember.
That's the only one I can remember.
Mr. Awesome, I'm trying to find your first part of this. Look at past the spider theme. It's not really Spider-Man character once you get over it. I'm trying to find the first one that you wrote. You got broken up messages.
Yeah.
Reed Marini. That's in order. Yes, Rudy. Hey, Omar, are you going to get the graphic novels of Dune? I didn't know they were making any, but I will.
I would.
I'm so excited for them.
Yeah. Have you seen some of the stuff coming out for some of the posters and things? It looks pretty good.
Yeah. My Little Pony Omnibus, please. Guess what? IDW has put out 5 omnibus of My Little Pony. So you got your wish. Didn't even know it, Jack. Just finished that first 36 issues of Wade's Daredevil and really liked it. Is it worth continuing with his California reboot, or should I leave it? Oh, I think it's worth finishing it out. If you enjoy those first issues, the first part of his, well, no, you're 2/3 of the way done with his run. Yeah, you absolutely. It's a continuation of his storyline. Keeps the same tone. We need older omnibus reprints, not ones from the last 5 years. But see, Brian, this is where the problem comes in, right? Because people want like Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman. And if you think about it, that was only 5 years ago. So by that statement, it means that we won't get a Fantastic Four Hickman reprint. But a lot of people want it. I think like 3 or 4 years ago, there was a huge boom in the omnibus community of people that are getting these books, right? Now, that whether it's a coincidence that's when I started posting videos, or Jim Mintz started posting videos, or the Omni Bros were just blowing up, whatever it was that got people reading these things, it got more people interested. And there's been this huge just demand for these books. Look how many books go out of print so quick. It's insane. Omar, can we expect Peter David Volume 1 Omnibus to come back? It's out of print. It's not out of stock, sadly. So unless Diamond finds some more, they just literally found some more X-Men box sets a couple of weeks ago. So anything is possible. 2023, the year of the X-Men reprints and new Omni. Honestly, 2020 was supposed to be the year of X-Men. Look how many omnibus were announced, right? We got a box set, all these Omnis reprints, like especially the Jim Lee and X-Men. By the way, good job, everybody, with your pre-orders. That Jim Lee X-Men book is going to sell hot. Like, everybody has been wanting that for a long time. And then we're getting Inferno next year. We made that happen. Everybody on the channel that voted for that book, I'm proud of us. Here, why don't you take some questions, Amanda?
Oh, God.
No. I mean, you can pick the questions, and then we can both answer.
Robbie, are we going to get a Flashpoint 10th anniversary omnibus next year?
That's coming. That's already solicited. It's in the catalog. Knock on wood. It comes. It comes. So hopefully it doesn't get canceled. In my case, my Omni collecting directly stemmed from Omar's videos. Thanks, Omar. You're welcome.
Yep,
and
that
apologies
sounds about right.
to your wallet. We have a super chat from Tushar.
All right.
We lost the gem of India cinema, Irfan Khan, in July.
I know.
He was the guy in Life of
Pi. Yeah. Yes.
His Lunchbox, Life of... I always thought it was P, but I guess Pi makes it better. Are the best movies. Also did cameo appearances in Amazing Spider-Man.
And Jurassic World, yeah,
That's
he
right,
was the guy who took over for Hammond.
He was the helicopter, right?
The camel, he crashed into the plane, aviary or whatever. Yeah.
I was sad to hear of his passing too, because I thought he was a wonderful actor.
Oh, he was. That's another one that.
Damn, 2020.
And his was actually due to complications of COVID, I believe.
Was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or no, it was cancer. No, I'm sorry. He's right. It was cancer.
Ricardo, I don't know if this is a real question or not. Hey, Omar, what's your favorite Black Panther omnibus? The one that comes out.
There hasn't been
there has not been one. A lot of people were surprised with the movie, but that was my first. That was one of my early whenever I had a phone call with David Gabriel at Marvel, that was one of the questions I asked him. Why do we not get an omnibus? And I can almost guarantee that there will be 2 omnis when the second movie gets announced. And even before then, you never know when these things come out anymore. It doesn't have to rely on a movie anymore.
No, not now.
I mean, I blame Omar for my Omni habit. Thank you, Matthew. You're welcome.
A lot of people do, I believe. I blame him as well for mine. Mr. Awesome, I think this is his comment. It was about Jessica Drew being used by Sony despite having little to do with Spider-Man. She's really an Avengers character who also has spider breath. Are you referring to the Spider-Woman movie that apparently Olivia Wilde will be directing?
Yeah, that came out. That news got dropped out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was shocked.
And are we sure it's going to be her?
We don't know. We don't. That's the speculation right now.
Marvel needs to make a Beavis and Butthead Omni now that the show's coming back.
Beavis and Butthead just creeps me out, man.
You know, Marvel...
I had nightmares about that when I was a child. Oh, yeah.
Frog-based.
Them hiding in my closet. I was not a fan.
What the hell kind of nightmares were you having as a child?
I don't know.
We're living in this is the age of the omnibus, I swear, because it seems like we're going to get an omnibus just about anything at Marvel, right? Not from DC.
This one right here?
Yeah, from Honey.
Honey wants to know if we're going to be seeing the Uncanny X-Men Volume 1 back in stock.
Yes. Diamond didn't get all their orders, so that will be back in stock sometime in October, I think. Just keep an eye out. It'll be back in stock.
Freddie says, does Amanda know you want an ALF omnibus now? Nope. I didn't, but now I know you do.
Do you know what ALF stands for? Did you ever watch the show?
Alien life form.
Look at you. What's his favorite food?
I don't remember.
Cat. He loves cat.
Marcus' opinion that you may or may not like. Wade run on Daredevil is my favorite Daredevil run.
That's an excellent statement to make, though. Mm-hmm. It's a lot different than most, because most writers, when they go into writing Daredevil, it's very much like Batman, right? Like you got to keep him dark and gritty, and you have to make him a street level kind of character. Mark Waid just had fun with the character, and it was a lot different. Can you hit on Chaz's
favorite lantern core?
Like the color of the lantern, because mine would be red for Rage. I'm a big fan of that, especially when Guy Gardner got all the rage and they're spitting out blood. And what about you? What's your favorite color of lantern?
Green. Because that's
willpower.
Really the only that's a good answer. Read.
That's a good answer. Alf loves cats and beer. Rob, what's your X-Men question? I'll be happy to answer it if I can.
Where's that at?
He's not asking it yet. He said I have an X-Men question. Hello, Amanda and Omar. Have you checked out 3 Jokers? I just read the first issue. I'm in, baby. I'm in. Jason Fabuk, I believe that's how you say his name.
Is that
He's the artist. Right, Jeff Johns is the writer. And Jeff Johns, Jeff Johns always makes me a believer, even though his Doomsday Clock was okay. But I don't know. I really liked that. I thought it was a good start. And I was going to comment more on Fabuk's artwork because I don't want to spoil it because people haven't read it. It really starting to look like Brian Boland's artwork, and I thought that was really cool.
Christopher said must-have books for an Emma Frost fan.
New X-Men really changed the character, and I know like Scott Lobdell started that change from making her a villain into a good guy, all the way during the Phalanx Covenant. So if you want to pick that up, it's not really available, but New X-Men is probably one of the best portrayals. I think Bendis did a pretty good job with the character too, but I really like the New X-Men run. And then read her first appearances too, just to see how different she was. That can be found in the pages of Uncanny X-Men Volume 2, the omnibus. Okay, there's Robbie's question.
There it is. I'm reading House of X, Powers of X, Head of Spinning. What should I read before this? I read it clean without it reading anything else prior, Robbie. Rob.
I mean, if you're having issues, honestly, the best way you can catch up, but it will spoil things for you, is X-Men Grand Design. Grand Design, I've done an overview of the omnibus. I've done an overview of the Treasury editions. Grand Design is done by Ed Piskor. Well, I need to have him on the channel so we can talk about X-Men, because it's literally a chronological order of events that happen in the X-Men's life, all the way from X-Men #1 and before X-Men 1, right? Because it's all canon and in chronological order, to the splitting up of the X-Men Gold and Blue teams. So yes, read that, read Grand Design, and you'll catch up. Like I said, there'll be spoilers though. There's a question for you.
Marvel Bab wants to know when you're reading War of the Realms.
My social media director will tell you. When is that? I told you the other day.
Oh yeah, sure you did, and you didn't put it on a calendar.
Did you? You don't write down everything I say.
I said you put it on a calendar, but I did get to handle. I did get to handle the omnibus, and it is.
You can hold it up there.
I don't know where it is. You hid it from me.
Yeah, because I was afraid you're gonna spill damn water on it like you did earlier. So the omnibus overview will come out on Monday. This Monday coming out. So if you keep an eye, subscribe to the channel. It's a pretty big. It's the biggest Marvel omnibus, right? Mm-hmm. So I'll be talking about that, the spine, and all that. What I do. Nope. You ain't CrossFit anymore, so you weak. Amanda, what's your favorite comic? This is from Mark.
Wow, that's a heavy question.
We've done a lot of reading, an old reader, new reader. You've read outside of that. What would you say your favorite comic is?
I mean,
there's no right or wrong answers.
I know, but it's so hard. Like, what do I keep thinking about? What I come back to, and what do I like?
What's the one that resonates the most with you? What's the one that stayed with you? What art did you like? You know, it varies.
It does vary, and I think that's the hardest part. I mean, gosh, if I had to say, I think Aaron's Thor / Mighty Thor might be like one of my favorite runs that I have read. Oh man, there's just so many out there that I really enjoy, but that might be my favorite. Not so much some of the older stuff. I did enjoy Long Halloween.
You ain't using my book for CrossFit.
And which makes me kind of excited for Matt Reeves' Batman. I did enjoy that run a lot. We've read Man Without Fear, right?
Yes.
I enjoyed that Daredevil as well. So
that was like the movie script, though. That was Frank Miller writing a movie script.
So. Yes, exactly. And that's kind of.
So what was your answer? Thor?
I guess. Thor? I mean, it's hard. When someone asks me what my favorite movie is, I can come up with 7 of them off. Like, it's just there's just so many great things that I have read so far. But
that's a good
Thor
answer.
Sticks out to me. Yeah.
Can you recommend any magic using heroes like Doctor Strange or Justice League Dark Satana? I like
Doctor Strange, Aaron, and Cates if you want to read those.
Mark Waid's run is fabulous too. Magic is a good character.
Speaking of New Mutants,
New Mutants, right? I think they're Dr. Voodoo, Brother Voodoo. That's it. Brother Voodoo. Yeah, it was kind of fun during Avengers run. Druid from Roger Stern's run. Those are the ones I would recommend. But Magic had some good.
Is she doing?
Enchantress. If you're using her with like, I don't know, maybe what was that book called? Not Villains United, but the Magic book by Bill Willingham. Oh, what the heck was the name of that book? Bill Willingham wrote, and I think he drew some of it too. It spun out of Day of Vengeance. Man, you put me on the spot. I cannot remember.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Can somebody?
Loki. I mean, technically, he is a magic user too, and he's great.
I'm trying to think. Bill Williams, the guy that wrote Fables. What the hell was the name of that book? Dead Air. Books of Magic. Sandman. Go read Sandman.
Oh yeah. And we'll talk
Shadow
about
Pact. Thank you. I knew somebody would know. Shadow Pact. Thank you. And Shadow Pact by Chris. Thank you. Shadow Pact.
I'm glad
Shadow
everyone else
Pact.
knew it.
Thank you all.
Even
Thank you all.
if he didn't.
I would have strangled the life out of you for putting me on the spot like that. Why is there no Moon Knight omnibus? Boy, I got some good news for you. January 2021, we're getting our first Moon Knight omnibus. So
there's a character I thoroughly enjoy.
There you go. You can. That's the earlier stuff by Doug Mensch, and of course Bill Sienkiewicz doing most of the artwork on that.
What's the? Nope.
Omar, how do you read? That's the Brand of the Sacrifice, which Melanie does not want me to get a tattoo of,
Berserk,
but I'm going to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're reading Berserk in October, by the way, the first 13 issues of that volumes. How do you read your big omnis? Flat on a table? No, honestly, I was just reading this morning, and I sit on my couch. Sometimes, if I'm feeling like it, I read in bed by just laying it flat, with my eyes. Thank you, Chris.
With his eyes.
I knew what you meant. Those books are not easy to read, especially the bigger ones, right? But I think I've just managed. I've taken them on plane rides with me before.
I can't do that.
Train rides, bus
carry
rides.
That around the airport.
Oh, I carry 2 omnis on my backpack. Whew. Come on now, CrossFit. Speaking of Sandman, what do you prefer, Sandman omnibus or absolutes? For me, it's the absolutes. Mm-hmm. Absolutes. What do you think? You got the absolutes.
All I have is the absolutes, so I'm gonna say the absolutes.
Good choice. Oh, seriously, the absolutes. They're just some of my better story. Like, it's one of my favorite stories that I have to have it in the best way possible. And even though it's a more expensive way, that's for sure. The cookbook holder, I've seen people use that too.
Not a bad idea.
I've seen people use that too. There's a good book about magic, The Beast of Burden. That's the one with the animals. I'm a big fan of that because was it Jill Thompson that drew some of that too? Where are we at? Neil Gaiman signed my Samney Omnis and drew. That's awesome. I went to go see Neil Gaiman for a signing of when Stardust came out. My friend Kristen and I went. And I'm a bigger Neil Gaiman fan, right? We walk up to Neil Gaiman and we introduce ourselves. I'm geeking out. And he looks at my friend, Kristen, and he was like, "Hey, can I give you a kiss on the cheek?" I don't know how he came up. No, maybe she asked for it. And I was like, I'm the bigger fan. Yeah, we gotta take a Neil Gaiman kiss on the cheek.
Kiss on the mouth?
It's Neil Gaiman. He can do whatever he wants to, baby. But I'll never forget that because she hadn't even read Sandman. All she read was just American Gods, which is a great book.
Yeah, it's
my favorite Neil Gaiman book.
A lot of people like to throw that in. Yeah.
But damn, I was so mad. I was so jealous.
Mark really wants to know what this is. He keeps asking about it.
I think this is an exclusive San Diego Comic-Con Marvel 1000 issue. So this was sent to me by Marvel as a gift. It's really nice. Like only available. Oh, that's it. D23. That's what it is. It's a D23 issue. So like an exclusive, you have to be a D3 for. And this is a Marvel 1000. I've never cracked it open. I've never CGC'd it, and it means a lot to me. So that's why I kept it up here. There's also the Celebration of Stan Lee. This was sent to me with, like never sell it because the only way you could get this is if you attended it was like a celebration of his life that Marvel did. I haven't even opened it. I know like Adam Kubert, he did the cover. Like he didn't want to sign any of these just because it meant so much to so many people. So they're just nice things that I just keep up there. Omar, if I ever make it as an artist, I promise I'll kiss you on the cheek at the con someday. Yeah, I will hold you to that. I'll hold you to that, man.
Keep that in mind, Matthew.
You better remember that, boy. I just got done reading Gaiman's Eternals. Yeah, and his Eternals was okay. I'm really excited for Kieran Gillen's Eternals with Ezad Ribic on artwork. I think I don't know. I've become such a Gillen fanboy ever since he wrote Uncanny X-Men. And I think he's still one of the most underrated writers out there. He's not a name that sells for some reason. I have 3 to 4 signed Neil Gaiman
Wow.
books. All I have is Stardust. I didn't even take my, because that was the deal. Like you had to buy the book and he signs it for you. And I got it for my wife. It was the book had just come out. We demand hugs from the NMC crew first. All right, deal.
That sounds good.
Deal. Have you read Jim Lee's Wildcats? Yes, I have. It's okay. If you're going into it for the writing, don't expect much, but the artwork is phenomenal. The cheek with Applejack. Unsubscribing. I was like, I forgot about what cheek we got. I got you. The tattoo. The guy.
Nice.
I see what you did. You know, really? It's not like I'm posting it on my OnlyFans. Yeah, but did you get a kiss, Craig? Yeah, did you get a kiss, Craig, on the cheek from Neil Gaiman?
Yeah.
Hitting on your friend? All I have is that Spawn issue signed by Gaiman. Angela's first appearance? It's awesome. Gillen's Uber finished, didn't it? I don't know. I was waiting for the collected editions of those. Anyone saw New Mutants? Is it really that bad? We saw it on Friday.
We did see it on Friday,
yeah. It was not as bad as people make it out to be, but yeah, if y'all want us to do a review, we'd be happy to do a review again of those things. That was a lot of fun doing reviews of movies. So far, my favorite, it's the most recent signed I got is Daredevil #1. By Chip Zdarsky. That's awesome. I think my prized possession is Uncanny X-Men 114. It's signed by Chris Claremont, John Byrne, and Stan Lee. It was, as a kid growing up, it was like my favorite issue that I always wanted at the comic book shop. And that issue has no significance, really. It's the day the X-Men died, and spoilers, they don't. But it just means a lot to me. Have y'all listened? What's going on, Eric? Have y'all listened to Rob Liefeld's Robservations podcast? The last several episodes have been thorough, deep dive behind the Heroes Reborn experiment. While narcissism aside, it's been fascinating. I think that's the only way to describe Rob, right? Like,
yes.
Wild
narcissism. Agreed.
He is fun to listen to. I haven't on it.
I have not listened to it.
I'll be honest. I don't have the time anymore. And I know that sounds really pompous, but I swear it's not. I just don't have the time because I'm creating content to look at other YouTube channels. I haven't been able to do that in years. So I haven't even gone to like some of my channels that I've subscribed to or listen to podcasts because I don't drive anywhere anymore. So, but I do want to listen to it. I do want to set a time and listen to it.
Yes.
What do you think of John Kent being aged up? It was a stupid decision. That is my God honest opinion. I hated that. I love the idea of Superman with a family and the way they aged John Kent up. I don't know if it was editorial or if it was Bendis. It was a dumb decision, and I am not a fan of that. Omar, which JSA series you like? The 99 series or the 2007 series? 99. 100%. Started off with David Goyer, who went on to write movies like the Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight... what was the first one called? Batman Begins.
Batman Begins.
Right? He did the first few issues with James Robinson, and then eventually Jeff Johns took over that run. It's phenomenal. Is Spawn worth reading? The characters look cool. Sure. Yeah, I think anything is worth reading. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean you won't. I mean, there's lots of people that love it. Lots of people love Spawn. I love the artwork in Spawn, and that's the reason why I read it. The story of Al Simmons, and it's okay, but there's a lot of people that live and love Spawn. So I miss Tomasi's Superman. Me too, man. Miss. You are not alone. Omar and Amanda, which of you two would be the assassin and which would be a Templar? You are definitely a Templar.
Yeah.
I am your assassin.
Yeah.
I mean, an assassin.
Not my assassin.
Not yours.
But I'm definitely would be a Templar.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the way she sees herself.
Yeah.
When are the NMC crew going to do a world tour? As soon as you all open up the house to me, y'all open up your house, I'm coming to stay with y'all. Because I ain't got no money to stay in hotels. Yeah. That's how I roll. I got to pay for these books somehow, right?
I won't go stay in hostels. I was just scared of that whole scenario. So
because of a horror movie?
Yeah, I'm scared of a lot of things.
You know what? I'm good with hostels.
You should see me in
New Mutants.
Which I was like, I mean, they have horror elements. I'm like, yes.
By the way,
which is why I'm never gonna go see horror movies.
If you're a fan of horror movies, my brother and I and my oldest daughter, love horror movies, and we just watched one from Argentina. It's been out for a couple of years called Terrified. It's on Shudder, or you can rent it from Amazon. Oh my gosh, loved it. I loved it. That is my type of horror movie. It's called Terrified. If you haven't seen it, it's translated. Which one do you want to click on? Hey,
that one, sure. No, Jessica's asked me a question up here, but
yeah, I'll get you there. How would you like DC to print a Batman Beyond omnibus? I would love it. The Dan Jurgens run has been solid. Actually, I sold my traits because I thought they were going to. When will Gideon Falls get a deluxe hardcover? Probably when he announces when he's about done with the run. That way they know how to map those deluxe hardcovers because it could contain 12 or 18 issues depending on how he's going to finish it out.
Okay, so Jessica wants to know what are a few series I have on my most want to read list. So the two the two that are up there right now, Wade's Fantastic Four, I have the omnibus, just haven't cracked it open yet. And then Brubaker's Captain America, also have the omnibus, haven't cracked it open yet.
You got Walt Simonson's Thor.
I have, yes, that one too. I have a lot of
homework.
I have a lot of homework to do. So I mean, the first one was Loki. Kieran Gillen's. So I got to read that, which is great because that was on my want list. So those three I think are top right now. In addition to like Saga is something I want to read that I haven't gotten to. Like independent.
You were on a break when you.
Yeah, I was on a. We were on a break. We were on a break
when that happened.
East of West.
Good choices.
If you don't
that just
more
wrapped
independent stuff, that I want to read that I haven't gotten a chance to read yet. So
they just recently restocked East of West.
More Moon Knight
Volume 2, hardcover edition.
Yeah,
I'm glad you dig Moon Knight.
Well, I really do. I mean, I got to read some Moon Knight. I got to read some of his character in Donny Cates' Strange.
Oh, he was in Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah, he was. And so I was like, this is, and so yeah.
Paris is open for you guys. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna come stay with you. Is that Superman from Dr. Slump? I just have to ask because that's what it looks like. The initial Rebirth Superman with Jurgens and Tomasi was so good. How quickly? Right, they had such a good formula. How are you gonna mess that up? How are you gonna make that? Okay. This is from Gerald, who is a big follower of our channel, so I have to click on his name and answer this question because I stay away from this question a lot because my personal take on a creator or somebody should not impact anybody else.
Yes.
But this is a question. What's your take on Ethan Van Sciver? People don't like his tell it like it is personality, but he usually is dead on when it comes to industry problems and writers' personal social agendas in writing. How do I answer this without... Okay. Ethan Van Sciver is a guy. When I used to have a podcast and I used to have a website, and he had a big issue, and I cannot, because it's personal, I cannot get into why. He had a big issue with one of my contributors, so much so that he emailed me and threatened that he would never let any creator from DC, because he was at DC at the time. He was best friends with Gail Simone at the time, if you can even imagine that. Like got her on his side, talking about how he would never let anybody from over there be interviewed by my podcast. I wrote a nice email back to him saying, this beef is between you two. I'm not going to get in the middle of it. And he did not like that. Regardless, there was emails back and forth. And I said, so I ended it with like, regardless, you're still my favorite Green Lantern artist. And I still feel that way. I think he was a great Green Lantern artist, despite his views. I don't listen to his show because I said I don't really listen to YouTube channels anymore. That's his opinion. I think the things that I've seen shared on Twitter, sometimes I don't think you should go personally attacking anybody, especially personally attacking women with cancer, saying it was God's will. I think that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
That says a lot about your character, regardless of whether he's right or wrong about the industry. I completely understand where they all started from, but that, not all of them, but some of them have just kind of evolved beyond that, though. And so that's my stand on it. That's just me. People can love him or hate him. I still think he was a great Green Lantern artist. Am I going to read Cyberfrog? Probably not. Don't fall for the industry, the only industry he can talk about. Don't fall for that new industry. Yeah. Funny, EVS was doing New X-Men, which is about racism. He was, yeah. I remember the first time I remember seeing his artwork was in Impulse. He did issues of Impulse with Mark Waid. And it's funny he's worked with all these people, and now he thinks opposites of what they are. But
Yeah.
let's change the subject and make it positive again. That's just my personal take. Amanda, you have no say because you just know his art.
I don't even know his art. I just know of the name and know of certain things that have happened with him in the past.
Sometimes you're better off that way.
Yes.
No way. First time I caught you one of your live videos. Big fan, dude. I wouldn't have a collection of awesome stories in it if it wasn't for you.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Connor. Thank you. And thank you for joining us. Not one of the best Green Lantern artists. I mean, I got to give credit where credit is due, right? Despite of how I feel about somebody's personal views on life. But that's the way I've always been. Whether, politically, I don't agree with a lot of writers. Religiously, I don't agree with a lot of writers, but it doesn't demean their work and what it meant to me. But not everybody's like that. And I always want to make that clear. I don't speak for my channel. I speak for Omar. Does Dan Jurgens get enough credit? Is he underrated? I don't think Dan Jurgens gets enough credit now. I don't think he got enough credit back in the day. I mean, this is the guy that brought in Booster Gold. The reason we killed Superman was because of him. So, Ivan Reyes. Did I say it right? I hope I did. God bless you all. Always correct me. Ivan Reyes, Brazilian artist, is one of my top favorite artists. If you see my top 20 favorite artists, I still think Ethan Van Sciver did a better Hal Jordan, but overall art, nobody could pack that much punch into a page besides Ivan. Especially during the Blackest Night crossover when he was doing Green Lantern. Okay, now we're gonna get into subjective, right? It's all subjective.
It's all subjective.
Right? Art is all subjective. Gil Kane is the best Green Lantern artist, right? Did Dan Jurgens create Batman Beyond 2? No, Terry McGinnis was created on it was a TV show. It was an animated series, and then he started writing the comic book. Okay, I love Giustiano's artwork, and he is in prison for child pornography. That's right. There's a lot of it out there. I mean, we could dive deep into my thoughts on Kenshin and things like that, and it's messed up. But some people, I understand, cannot put up with that stuff. Whether the artist is outspoken or the writer is outspoken or they've done horrible things, turns people off, and I completely respect that. What's up, buddy? Epic Marvel Podcast, by the way. My buddy Curtis just started a YouTube channel, and my first comment on his YouTube channel was, "Welcome to YouTube. Hope you survive the experience." What is your favorite European comic? Have you read the Eternaut? Now, Curtis, I hope this is you, Curtis. Damn well, Eternaut is from Argentina. That's South America, man. Come on now. I know it's not a Marvel epic, but if you want to know the most in-depth,
this could be just two separate questions.
It could be. Thanks,
but also
Uncanny Omar read pretty one day.
He could just sit out there not related.
Okay, favorite European comic.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt there.
Meta Barons, my brother. Meta Barons by far. El Eternaut. It's an Argentinian comic. It's wonderful. It's one of my top 10 favorite non-superhero comics. I did a video on that. I always say that. I expect everybody to go and check out these videos, but yes, it's one of my favorites, man. So good luck, man. If you are ever interested in an in-depth conversation or review, I've had Curtis on the channel before, but he started his own YouTube channel. It's already growing and much deserved because the guy is a huge knowledge base of Marvel epics, and that is his YouTube channel is Epic Marvel Podcast, right, Curtis? I think that's what it is. I know he has a podcast. He has a Facebook group. Wonderful guy. Epic Marvel Podcast. Just started listening.
Wonderful.
Love the cast. Which is your favorite human superhero from DC or Marvel, and why is it Wolverine? Wolverine, man.
Human though. Just could they be humans with superpowers? Because Black Widows have superpowers, but she's just a human superhero.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I guess the question is just human.
Are you translating questions?
Are
for
they
me
meta
now?
humans? Are they just regular humans? Because
Hawkeye
or Black Widow are just humans.
How about
but you have
How about we focus on the superhero? It's easier to answer. Who's your favorite superhero? DC
Spider-Man.
All right, Spider-Man. There you have it. Wolverine, Spider-Man. There you go.
Spider-Man.
How to review comics. Wait.
How do we review comics?
Open the book up, read it, and then share your own personal thoughts, right?
You might want to look at the artwork.
Always
The
mention the
layout?
artist
Yes.
because that's important when you're talking about visual storytelling.
Medium. Yes,
right?
a
When you're
medium.
visual storytelling, you have to mention the artist because that is important to a comic book.
Yes.
I hope that's what you're asking.
Yes.
I'm sort of was not condescending at all.
Mm.
Omar, please ask David Gabriel to reprint X-Force. I've got Cable and X-Force. I can't believe X-Force went out of print, first of all, Darren. How? That book was liquidated. No, why? It's Feminicesa. That's why. All right. Every 6 months, I do a poll on social media asking what you all, and Amanda, now that she's my social media director, is going to think of better ways to do that, where maybe we can just do share a Google Doc or something where everybody can put in what they want, one vote each. And then I share that with Marvel, and Marvel has already, David sees my list. At the end of the day, they decide what to reprint. But last year, holy crap, we got a lot of reprints. This year already, we got Inferno announced, and that was a big one. So a lot of things are happening. So keep an eye on the channel. Why are women in comics so beautiful? Amanda, why are women in comics so beautiful? It's a good question.
I mean, when you draw, you can draw.
Do your thing. Don't be shy.
I don't know why. I mean, they're just because you want to project. I mean, it's the same reason why are women in movies so beautiful? Because it's a fantasy or hyper realistic medium, and so you can say why Dick Grayson's hot as fuck in Grayson because
I agree with that statement.
I mean, because you can do that in those mediums, and we know it's hyper realism. It's not real life, so it's okay. I guess that would be my answer. Because Dick Grayson, man. I mean, there's some other guys.
I love that you changed it from how are women so beautiful to
Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson's hot.
Well, I mean, or even like Aquaman in the New 52. I mean, that's a good looking dude.
It's because they know their target audience. They want to see, they know what sells.
They also know their target audience.
Movies, too. Same way. Omar, should I read FF by Stan Slott? I want to buy the trade paperback, but a lot of people are saying that Slott don't know how to write FF. I personally think it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy Slott. So.
It was slow coming out, but we're getting oversized hardcovers if you don't want to get the trade. But if you want to go the cheaper route, then absolutely check out the trade. We have a super chat that I need to highlight really quick from Commander Zero. What is the current hidden gem outside of the big two? Love the channel. Thank you so much. I started a segment during the pandemic, hidden gems, when new books were coming out.
Depends on what you like, right?
Yeah, just talking about my personal hidden gems, whether it's Image, whether it's Boom, Vertigo. There's even some hidden gems in the big two that people don't talk about. And I was thinking recently, I need to bring that back up because I was thinking of what's it called, Outer Darkness, which is a John Layman story. He's the guy that did Chew. So, and there's a lot of hidden gems, and I remember people messaging me about Glory from Image. I put that in my top 10 favorite Image books, and nobody even had heard of it except for a couple of people. Sadly, like Luther Strode, I think it's a fun gem, but unfortunately it's out of print. That's another thing too with hidden gems. Sometimes these books are out of print. So when I mentioned them, people get either upset or like, where can I find this because it's out of print? And that's not the reason why I do it. I do it just to show my love for this medium and what I think is good, and I don't want anybody to miss out on because it's a good book that needs to be shared. You know what? Here's one that Amanda and I can agree on. We both read it. We both reviewed it. I've talked about it in my hidden gems, and that is Lake of Fire.
Yes.
Lake of Fire to me is a 10 out of 10 book.
Fantastic.
Still in print. All you need is that one trade paperback. There is no volume 2. There's no volume 0. Lake of Fire.
That ending too.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah, it's worth it.
And I don't the less you know about it, the better off you are. And anybody that I've recommended it to, they have always thanked me.
Yes.
So there you have it. When reviewing comics, can you legally show the art and story? Be careful.
Be careful. Yeah.
Because when we were doing a review of Jason Aaron's Thor, our YouTube video got pulled because we were doing it live.
And he was putting like a side-by-side panel, and then it shuts down. And
you want to know? You want to know the secret when you're showing artwork? Do what Comic Historian does. Do what Comics Explain do. Take out the word bubbles.
Yes.
Apparently, that gets by the YouTube bots.
Yep.
Best way to collect Rat Queens is in the oversized hardcovers.
There's another thing on my list to read.
Yeah, you got a lot.
I do.
I love X-Force, but it was not good. It had its moments, man. I need Tuba Dracula Omnibus Volume 2. Rob, That's my most wanted reprint, but we can't make it happen if there's only 5 of us.
There's only 5 of you. I'll say I'll want it too. Is that good?
When's the next Omnibus Post Social Manager? In a few months. Whenever
months.
After Marvel announces more of the 2021 reprints, we'll do it. You know, I love collaborating with them. It's wonderful to have a company that reaches out and, you know, wants to know what the fans want.
And that's good on Marvel. I'm glad they're doing that.
And yes, at this moment, please slap that like button. Thank you all. Could you rank your favorite Daredevil runs?
Only ever read one Daredevil, so
No, you read Kevin Smith.
Oh, that's right. I did read Kevin Smith's Daredevil.
Girl.
Shoot. So no, I don't know. That's gonna be hard. You do it. You've read more of them.
Top Daredevil.
Favorite movie or favorite Daredevil on
screen. All right, so okay, top Daredevil runs for
Cox.
me. This is in my opinion. Frank Miller, number 1. Number 2, Ed Brubaker. Number 3. Oh man, shit.
I'm just looking at all his Daredevil omnis over here.
Number 3. I'm gonna go with Mark Waid. Number 4, Zdarsky's run has started off awesome. It could end up sucking, but so far it's been wonderful to read. 5, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Bendis, I think he introduced the character. D.G. Chichester, nobody talks about his run that much because of the Fall from Grace storyline and the Fall to Kingpin. I thought his run was solid, but honestly, the person that deserves to be in the top 5 is also Ann Nocenti. Ann Nocenti's run is one of these Daredevil runs that is either hated or loved. I happen to love it. You have John Romita Jr.'s on artwork. I think it deserves an omnibus, but that's my humble and honest opinion. Much love for your multi-episode Batman reading order. What's DC track record for keeping up a volume 1 in print? Looking at you, Cape Crusader. Is Dark Knight Detective out of print too? Shit. I don't know. I know they've reprinted Omnis. I don't know if they have a track record for reprinting trade paperbacks, honestly. If ever my new contact at DC ever bothers to email me back, I will definitely be asking, you know, when these kind of questions. This is an excellent answer. Women in comics are beautiful because women are beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, Red Sonja.
XO, the lesbians. Woo! I don't think you have to be a lesbian to appreciate women.
No, you don't. I appreciate Red Sonja.
All right. We'll talk about that in the after hours
special
Yearmake edition.
Nothing does beat Nightwing's butt out. So whoever said that is so true. Where is that little thingy of bobber?
First of all, it's not a little thingy of a bobber. It's over there.
Oh man!
Finish volume 5 run of Wells and then followed it up with Eternaut. It was phenomenal. Eternaut is boy. Do you know if the DC? Oh, it booster. You know, I don't have those yet. I need to get them because volume 2 comes out and that finishes out that run. So that's funny. You were asking this, Devour Light. Have you reached? I did. I said, you know, I gave my condolences for losing all their team, and I said Hank told me to reach out to you all, but I haven't heard back. So there you have it. I don't know if they'll reach back or whatever. What's Amanda's most wanted reprint? What is it? Let's see if she was paying attention. She was not. It is Tomb of Dracula. God bless.
I mean, no, I'm pretty sure there are things that I have wanted that you said are out of print.
Mm-hmm. One of them.
Annihilation got a reprint, right?
Annihilation got a reprint, and you have it.
Oh yeah, that's
Annihilation
right.
Conquest needs a reprint, so you need.
I need that, so I want that.
There's
a reprint right now because I want to do that. There's something else though.
I think so too, and I cannot remember
that
what
I
it is
really want.
Because we were talking
about it, and I can't remember what it is now.
I said, sadly, that's out of print right now.
Yes.
Carl Kessel's run on DD rocked. You are right; it was good. Just found Glory the Complete Saga hardcover for cheap as chips. Is it oversized? It is. It is. It's a good book. I like it. I suggest it. Why don't Juggernaut play a bigger role in Marvel Universe like other characters such as Magneto or Thanos? Because, okay, Magneto is a multi-layered character. You have a character that survived the Holocaust. You have a character that hates humans for a reason. Humans killed his wife, right? Burned her alive. There's a drive to Magneto.
Yes.
Juggernaut is a guy that found a Cyttorak stone and became big and happens to be Professor Xavier's brother. Stepbrother. That's really it about Juggernaut. So there's only so many stories you can tell about him and Black Tom Cassidy buddying up and teaming up to go and beat up the X-Men. I mean, he was even part of the New Excalibur for a while, so he was good for a while. He was good during Chuck Austin's run. He's not a multi-layered character, and with those kind of characters, now I have not read Fabian Niciez's run, but I want to, because Fabian Nicieza is one of my favorite writers of all time, and I want to read what he's gonna do with the Juggernaut.
Yeah, you see his conversation he had with him at Louisville Comic Con a while.
Oh yeah, I did not want to leave that man alone. Will Nick Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man be collected in oversized hardcover, because it deserves its due?
It does.
That's one I get asked about.
I got all the trade paperbacks, and I would like to get rid of them and just replace it with one big old oversized hardcover.
That's one question I get a lot on the channel is, will it be collected? And I really, at this point, I would think so, because Dan Slott's most of his run, most of his later
Worldwide?
run, most of his later run got collected in oversized hardcover.
See, I know my Spider-Man a little bit better than I know anything else.
So thank you for the super chat, Koa. Win? Win, is that how you pronounce it? Did Omar's DC contacts resurface after the DC layoffs? Well, I have a new contact, but they have not contacted me back. So right now, we're back to the square one. Will there be a reprint for Daredevil by Wade Omnis, Volumes 2 and the Brubaker? I think Brubaker's still in stock.
I can give you Omar's. I'm just kidding.
No, we're not doing that. The gap in my shelf hurts every time I look. I'm sorry. I
keep staring at it too. I'm looking over here. You're a Brubaker.
Well, I've got the oversized hardcovers. I gave my Bendis ones away. The Brubaker has had a reprint, so it's had 2 printings. Wade has only had 1, and I thought it was still in print for some reason. Corto Maltese from Hugo Pratt is a hidden gem. White Llama. Nobody talks about White Llama. That's printed by Humanoids here in America. Mort Cinder, which is the same guy that did El Astronaut. So I would say I would put Corto Maltese there, but I was waiting for hardcovers. And now I need to go and find all the ones that are out of print. Damn it. Amazing Screw-On Head, the Mike Mignola book. I remember that from Dark Horse. That is also Omar, Naruto or Bleach? Naruto. Sorry, I love Tite Kubo, but the editors did him dirty on Bleach. He lost interest. He didn't want to do Bleach. And you can tell, like, with the story, you can tell with his artwork. There's no backgrounds, like, towards the later part of his run. He just gave up. He wanted to quit. And it's so sad when your stories and dreams are destroyed like that, right? Oh, no, Bleach is too popular. We can't finish it. And they did the same thing with Akira Toriyama and Dragon Ball Z. They're like, we can't finish this with the Freezer Saga? I think they wanted to finish it. They're like, you create more bad guys, make them stronger. And he was done. But you could tell Taikubo just drained him. Like, it's sad what happened to Bleach.
It's a shame.
Did Amanda get her drop new X-Men yet? Oh yeah, I'm gifting you my new X-Men omnibus.
No, yeah. I don't need it.
It's over there.
That's awesome. Where is it?
She don't know it dropped though. It's over there. Go get it. Right next to the drawing pad.
Okay.
It's called New X-Men.
I see.
Yeah, pick it up and bring it over here.
Okay.
The reason why I'm gifting it to her. I just found out the Black Panther actor died. Yeah, we talked about that earlier today.
In the beginning of the episode, guys.
That's how we started the episode, which sucks.
Oh boy, you ruined that stuff.
Wow, oh, really? Now you're gonna hold your language, but when you're talking about Nightwing's ass, you don't.
Well, that guy's
this
ass.
This is the reason. Just getting this book. Look at that. Just look at the book.
What did you do?
It dropped.
It's a good thing I don't care.
Look, put that dust. Look, put that dust jacket on, baby. Like brand new. Omar learned French, and you can speak and you can read a lot of European comics like Scorpion from Marini. Oh, that's not translating. Omar, so you're saying Amanda didn't watch your videos? That is not. You're right. She didn't. You're fired. Where aren't you watching my videos?
I watched some of them.
I remember
I was busy.
I remember Maddie making a comment too about what was it, Dr. Afra. She's like, "Oh, is that getting released? Like the omnibus?" And I was like, "Did you not watch my announcement?" I love your top 10, 20 videos. I don't suppose you plan to make more of them. I am. Starting in September, I'm going to do my top 20 manga of all time. People have been asking, and I made a promise to everybody that I would do it, or I'm canceling the channel. So that's how dedicated I am. And now I have my what are you again?
Social media manager.
Social media manager here that keeps me She'll keep you
Ooh,
busy.
I'll get me some bookbinding tape off of Amazon there, Matthew. Thank you. And I'm going to fix it.
I could get you some
I got
duct tape.
I got some electrical tape. I'm sure it would work too.
That's
Black,
not gonna work.
Because I got duct tape too.
That's not gonna work. Now we need a new X-Men, old reader, new reader. If Batman, Bruce Wayne retires or dies, who do you think will be the next Batman? Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson is the only person that should be Batman.
Yeah. No one else should get that
If Dick
title.
Grayson is dead, then Tim Drake. Also did a search on No Man's Land Volume 4 and Priest Black Panther Volume 3. Oh, God. Really? I'm sorry. That sucks. Sometimes I hate doing reading orders. I remember somebody calling me out on one of my reading orders going, thanks a lot, man. Now you're going to make everybody try to find these books. Most of these are out of print. And I was like, that's not the reason why I'm doing this. The reason I'm doing this is because I wish I had a video like this when I first started collecting so I know what to look for. Doesn't mean to go out, unless you got the money to go out and buy it all at once. It means you're in the hunt, man. And the hunt is part of the game.
It's part of the game.
And thank you. And it's, it's fun. Unless you got the money, then you can just buy it, all of it. A Wolverine by Larry Hannah omnibus. That would be, I would have to do volume 2 first because I'm a completist. Because I would not like that gap in my collection. I would have to have Wolverine volume 1 and volume 2 and then get the Larry Hannah, Mark Silvestri years. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Rebel by Design, Glory Complete hardcover, currently 16 pounds. Is that pounds?
Pounds.
Pounds.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
On Amazon UK, if anyone's interested. And Comicsology is your other route, right?
Things are out of
If you don't mind digital,
read it.
Absolutely.
Sometimes digital is a little bit easier.
Will you release old reader, new reader, and Q&A? I think you meant to type something else.
Yeah.
In FOMO. I'm not driving FOMO. Omar, have you read Spider-Man as Pavitier? Amanda, help me, please.
Pavitier Pravhak.
I can roll my R's too. Doesn't mean I'm right.
Okay.
I have not. I have not read that. I have not read that.
Someone wants to know what our next. Okay.
Well, here, let me get this. The Men of Barons has been translated in English. Have you read it? Oh yeah, it's my favorite European book. It's Jodorowsky and Juan Jimenez on artwork. It's. I have it. The big oversized book, the big limited edition book. It's beautiful to look at. He's one of my favorite artists. Sadly, he passed away due to COVID complications at the beginning of this year too. 2020, man.
2020.
Go ahead.
Roberto wants to know what the next movie is for. Was it really that bad?
Gotta wait on my girl to come back, right? Like she's gotta come back.
Yeah, it's a little crazy because I actually leave to visit my husband next week. Next Wednesday. I don't come back until the following Wednesdays, so those Wednesdays are out. So
yeah. When she comes back, we'll be happy to
deployments, man. Deployments. Y'all know.
Yeah.
It's rough.
So
we're on the end. We're on the home stretch though. Not that much longer left.
There you have it. Near mint condition, you mean?
Yeah, home stretch. Yeah, not that much longer.
You mean near mint condition, right? Is the X-Men Reloaded a separate line of comics, like milestones? You don't know how tempted I am to start getting those milestones as the epics are years away, or that particular story won't be in epic form. X-Men Reloaded. You're talking about the Claremont run, I assume? It's in continuity. It's not a separate line. They're complete collections, right? Because after a certain point in the Marvel timeline, they stop making epics and then make them into complete collections. Like the more recent runs are known as complete collections. Any chance of X-Men Gold and other, like Blue, getting hardcover oversized? In your opinion on the re-solicitation of Injustice Years 3 Deluxe? My opinion is I'm glad it's back. I worry about DC sometimes with re-solicits. X-Men Gold, I guess they're going to see how well that X-Men Disassembled is going to sell. You can answer this, Amanda.
Amanda and Omar, if I like Berserk, do you think I like Blade of the Immortal? I cannot answer that!
Yes, 100%. It's, spoilers, Blade of the Immortal is in my top 20 manga of all time. I mean, everybody knows that watches this channel that Berserk is my number one and has been, like, ever since I read it when Dark Horse first released it. But I was a fan of Berserk before then. My fandom with Berserk started in 1998 when I saw a bootleg copy of the original series and I wanted more. And I had to wait all the way until 2002, 2003 when Dark Horse started printing them here. Because I didn't want to download them because Berserk deserves better than that. Amanda, we thank your husband for his service and the sacrifices your family makes for it.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Wait.
That was some weird one at the end of those things.
Oh, the question from Mr. Crocker was, will you release over your new reader and Q&A in a podcast format?
Well,
I mean, that's something we can look into. Absolutely. If there's enough demand for it. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not hard to get on Anchor and
it sucks when you're listening to YouTube, right? And you have to close the app, and unless you're paying for YouTube Red, which I
do, because
my wife does too, because she got tired of ads.
Yeah.
And honestly, the ads are getting ridiculous.
That is the problem.
It's just
you have to leave it on.
YouTube wants that Google money, and the only way to get the Google, like, I remember somebody asking me, like, hey, what's going on with the ads? And I have no control over that. That is all YouTube, like putting ads in videos. Like they sent an email about 2 months ago talking about they're going to mandate ads on videos that are longer than 8 minutes, and whether you can choose them or they choose them for you, things like that. And it feels weird. Oh, Brian, thank you so much. Come on, guys, hit that like button. We only got 192 likes. Well, we got 196, 2 dislikes. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it
Amanda?
Me telling everyone how good Dick Grayson is in bed? I don't know.
What is happening? Has David Gabriel said how Powerback Omnibus did sales-wise? Will we get a volume 2 and 3? And it won't it be only child like New Warriors and Ultimate Spider-Man? I haven't heard how well Powerback did. I hope it did well enough to get, because we only need 2 volumes to really finish it out, that series, right? New Warriors reprint gives me hope that they'll do a New Warriors volume 2, and Ultimate Spider-Man is one of those books that I know a lot of people want. Michael Collins, is Neighbor Condition you all's full-time jobs or on the side? Love the show and channel. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much. Amanda, why don't you answer first?
This is definitely a side gig for me. I'm a learning development coordinator full-time. That is my full-time job. So, which is cool.
Yeah.
Teaching people stuff.
And I announced, and I talked about this a couple weeks ago, that this is, I lost my job early June, but I never really talked about it on the channel because I wanted to keep the channel positive, and it was my outlet to keep positivity. So when I'm having a bad day or something, I try to focus on doing this. And it's been rough out there, right? Like going through interviews and then getting a email like, sorry, you didn't make the cut or whatever. It gets to you after a while. But I have to keep my head up, right? That's all I can do. If anything I've learned from comic books, it's this inspiration to keep hope alive. And that's why I decided not to say anything about it on the channel until a couple of weeks ago, because I wanted to be honest. Somebody asked, like, what do I do for a living or something? And I didn't feel like lying. So it just came out naturally. I was sitting here with my wife, Melanie, and, it just kind of came out. Like, I haven't had a job since June. I'm looking at the positive side of things, like, spending time with my kids, getting the focus on the channel when I can, getting back to all you fine folks that email, message me. It's a lot, but I don't mind. I love talking to everybody. So, what's your favorite Wolverine story from the last 10 years, if any? Wolverine and the X-Men. Wolverine and the X-Men. It's awesome. It's awesome.
That is a full-time job, managing Omar.
Nobody can manage Omar. they try. It ain't happening.
It's a tough spot, yeah.
Sending you a big hug, Omar. Thank you. I'm sorry you lost your job. Yeah, it sucks, but I'm not alone. There's a lot of people that lost their jobs. Yeah. So we're in this together, man. Like, it sucks. How about Cloak and Dagger? Do you think there'll be enough for a volume 2? Yeah, there'll be enough for a volume 2, like a modern omnibus. Everything happens for a reason. You're right. Mm-hmm. Stay strong. Thank you. Sending positivity, Omar. Your outlook is great.
Yeah.
I try to keep positive, right? Because the other option is just not good. I've been there. I've been in life. I've been at the bottom of the barrel. It's not a good place. So there's things I change about my lifestyle that keeps me positive. Just started Uncanny X-Force, liking it so far. Good. I hope you keep enjoying it. It's good. Otherworld, it's not my favorite story, but if you can get past that or enjoy it, awesome. Move to Austria. IT here is Stone Age. You would be king. Omar can't, Phil, Omar, can't Amanda employ as one of her fence people or pool people? Is that because I'm Latino? Is
No,
that
it's because
why?
I have fence
Or
people
is it because
and
she's
pool
rich?
people. I'm not rich.
Appreciate all you do. Best of luck on the next interview. Thank you. And hang in there. Thank you all, seriously. This channel has helped me a lot, right? I know a lot of people get a lot out of this, but I get just as much out of it. Talking to you all keeps my head up.
Yeah.
I joined Patreon after that show. Hopefully you can make it your full-time job someday if y'all want. That's what Amanda thinks I should do, but it's just things I got to think about, But I mean, honestly, I have a lot of fun doing this. This is
he's good at it, and he's very knowledgeable. This
is my passion, right? This is what I enjoy. And who in life really gets to live out what they want to do, what their passion is, right? It's really difficult. Amanda has that Scrooge money.
I do not have the Scrooge money. That's probably
Our DC is hiring. Boy, if they are, they need some help. I have a thing about Crisis. The box would be my fourth original hardcover trade paperback and absolute. You don't have the original comics. I still have some of the original comics that are signed, and I almost came close to buying the box set, but when I found out it was standard edition, I couldn't do it. I have the absolute because I'm a huge fan of George Perez.
There's a lot of good questions about you.
Hit up David Gabriel for. Man, David had to lose some of his team. So, I mean, this pandemic has really cost a lot of people their jobs. So, I feel for them. Marvel or DC Collected Edition should hire you. That would be cool, right? That would be such a cool job to have. It's a really niche thing, too, right? It's not like, how do you even apply for that? What's the job interview?
I think I'd be really good.
Wearing a suit. How would you map Spectre Omnibus by John Ostrander? 2 volumes, right? Things like that. Oh, boy, I'd be ready.
He would be ready, though.
Who would you rather interview for the channel? Well, I've interviewed.
We did Claremont.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do Claremont. I interviewed Claremont.
He wished he did, though. He wants to be his father.
I did. I told him that. I'm like, can you just adopt me, hang out? I don't have to.
Yeah, it was a great interview.
He was such a good guy.
Walked all around the hotel.
We got kicked out of the hotel.
I
could say I got kicked out of a hotel room. Oh, not hotel room, but I got kicked out of a hotel with Chris Claremont. That's nice.
Yeah.
John Byrne would be a lot of fun. Because John Byrne is at that angry old man stage in his life. He is angry at everything. Not quite like comics haven't really destroyed John Byrne, right? But he is at that stage in his life where he's just get off my porch kind of stage. So it would be fun to interview him because I met him at several times at conventions. He is not the nicest guy, but it would be fun. I gotta go. Still got stuff to move out of my old place into my new place. Thanks a lot, Omar and Amanda. Thank you for watching.
Happy moving day. # Annie's move.
What the hell was that?
Community.
Okay. Do you know if the new printing of Batman Omnibus Snyder has a better binding? So DC has 2 different binders they use. They use one in Mexico. They use one in Canada. What?
Our family.
Oh, our family's here. The Mexican printing is a lot better than the Canadian printing. So that's what you want. Grumpy John Byrne. Yes. Byrne screaming at the clouds. He's still a wonderful, wonderful artist. Like he's one of my top artists. He's awesome. Gotta go. Favorite channel and best dynamic duo. Thank you so much, Robbie Rob. That Mexican binding, boy, they know how to bind those thick books. I don't know where I was gonna go with that. Hey girls. We'll pay DC to hire you because we finally get the books we want. True. There's my boy Strider screaming at my kids that just came in. Terrific interview with Claremont. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Everybody, this is
my little girl.
Bye, Lynn. Okay.
Oh, she wants to play with her cousin. Sorry.
Did you have the opportunity to interview Joe Kubert? I never interviewed him, but I did get to meet him at conventions. My favorite Joe Kubert story, and I've told it on the channel before, but if you're new to the channel, I don't mind telling it again, is going to a VIP session for Wizard World. The first time they did a VIP session in Philadelphia. I went with a friend. Nobody really knew what to expect. Jim Lee was there. Andy Cooper was there. It was really cool hanging out with the artist and writer. But my favorite thing was this guy had a sketchbook of different artists doing his favorite characters, right? Then I love these sketchbooks. Like artists sit there and draw whoever the people want. So this guy, he's probably in his 50s, went up to Joe Kubert, and Joe Kubert's like, "All right, son, what do you want?" And the guy was like, "Can you draw me Ghost Rider?" Adam Kubert was sitting right next to Joe Kubert, and Joe looks at his son Adam and goes, "Ghost Rider." Ghost Rider. And he's like, "Come on, Dad, you know who that is. The guy with the flaming skull." And he was like, "Oh, yeah, that guy sucks. You're getting a Sergeant Rock, son." That was so awesome, Joe Cooper. I would have taken a Sergeant Rock. That's awesome. I just love that story. It's one of my favorite stories to shell. Uncanny Omar is burning out, everybody. I just found out that Black Panther passed away. Yeah. We found out. Amanda texted me last night. It was bad. I remember I texted you back. I was like, I'm shaking. Like I'm upset. I'm genuinely upset about this. It was like a punch to the gut. Speaking of conventions, how far are you guys typically willing? I'm willing to go anywhere.
I'm good. And
Ben, you opening up? You opening up? Where you live, Ben? You live in, where's that Hawaii person?
Yeah, where's that Hawaii person? They do stuff in Hawaii.
They do stuff in Hawaii.
I mean, I've been to one in Dallas, Texas. I've been to San Diego Comic-Con. I've been to C2E2. Surprisingly, I've never been one out east, even though I'm from Pennsylvania. But
I've been to one. I was working in Canada. I went to one in Alberta, and I think that's the furthest I've gone for a convention. I would have gone one to Spain if there was one at the time. My wife was not opposed to it. It was just finding one when we were in Spain and France. Never been to one in Peru, but I'm willing to go anywhere. Y'all open the doors. I'm there. We'll have a MintyCon 2021.
Woo-hoo!
That's right.
MintyCon.
Keep those hopes up. Omar, will you do an overview of the Legion of Superheroes omnibus? If it comes out, yes, I'm looking forward to that. Come to Canada. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That's all you guys say, man.
Yeah. We did a trip to Canada that was fun.
Oh yeah, we went to Toronto. It was a lot of fun.
Good time.
Man, we went to Toronto. There's some money in Toronto. People were parking their Lamborghinis out in the street, like they had my damn Honda Pilot.
Yeah, and the food there, we were living it up.
You know, I have a really good friend of mine
would love to go to
that invited me to a gaming con in Rio this year, but it's unfortunately been canceled. Viva Peru, carajo! Oh, I love you, dude. I love it. I love it when Peruvians come out. Proudest claim to fame: 5 San Diego Comic Cons in a row from 99. I haven't been since 1995. That was my last one I went to. That was my last one.
I just went in 2012, and it was not worth it.
It was it's been.
My husband and I waited 3 hours to try to get into Hall H to see the Walking Dead panel. That did not happen.
Yeah, you wasted time with the Walking Dead.
I know, right? I know exactly.
MintyCon in my backyard, free fruit. LaCroix's, those carbonated drinks,
yes,
right?
I know.
Well, y'all can't come in my house though because I got social distance.
Okay,
very
sounds
proud.
good.
Where am I sleeping, Ace? Am I sleeping in your backyard? All right. This is Brazil. Yes. Wow, you got Sergeant Rock. I didn't get the sketch. The gentleman in front of me did. I should have gotten something though because he was doing free sketches that day. Wish I could have now. OmniCon 2021. Let's make it happen. Let's clear everything up. And we'll go. How did everyone from the channel near meet? So we got to start wrapping up the show. So this is a good question. I've been friends with my producer Andrew since the 3rd grade. Friends with Dan since high school. Friends with Tina and Maddie for about 5 years now. Friends with Rob since high school, and we're related. So we ain't got no choice. Actually, Amanda and I are really good friends.
She's outside of that.
She's my best friend. We do a lot of things together. We hang out together.
Yeah, we do.
She's a good shoulder to cry on.
Yes, I'm married to his cousin.
Yes,
there you go. That's how.
So when she says cousin, sometimes it's confusing.
People get confused.
Like, we're cousins, but then they're
like, but you definitely don't look like your cousins. Yeah.
Omar, what's up with the
I'm way
Mutants
more attractive
movie? Are you gonna check? We went to check it out.
We did check it out
last night,
and we'll put something out. Maybe we could do it this Wednesday. Put something out.
Maybe we can put it out sometime this Wednesday.
Yeah.
Maybe record something ahead of time and put it out on Wednesday. Yep. I hate it when the chat ends. I do too.
I know.
Remember my wife telling me I need to drink water. So the first time I did this chat, I think some of y'all know, I lost my voice. Because Amanda is jacked. Did y'all see her huff and puff picking up that omnibus? She was like,
whatever. Which one?
Boy, these arms don't get that big from not picking up an omnibus. That's a 1,500-page omnibus. How are you so good at being a channel? Jessica Taylor.
Time and energy.
Don't Don't do it for the money. Don't do it for fame. Do it for the love and passion of what you have. Whether that doesn't have to be a comic book channel, whether you're into motorcycles, whether you're into furries, whatever you're into, do it for the passion and make it a labor of love. Because it is literally pennies on the dollar. I'm not gonna. For example, my September, my upcoming collected editions for September. That video to shoot was about 30 to 45 minutes. To edit, it was about 3 or 4 hours. And when you look at that and you look at how much AdSense you get, you're looking at the payoff. If you look at the payoff and you're like, holy crap, I literally made like $5 an hour. It's not the good way of looking at it. And that's with that, how many subscribers we got and how many views it got. I mean, sometimes you make a video and you spend 4 hours editing it and you make like $6, if that. So don't do it for money.
Yeah.
Do it because you love it, and do it because of all the interactions you're going to have with people, and in the hopes of making. My whole deal with this was to make someone's day better, right? To whether it's delivering good news or whether it's looking at upcoming books, just things that would make my life better. That's how I want to do this channel, to entertain people.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's hard. Sometimes to stay
Yeah.
positive.
Warlock said, "Are you ever going to do an over and over?" Are you talking about
We did.
slots?
Yeah, we did Silver Surfer.
Because we just did that.
If you're talking about the classic Silver Surfer, we have not done that,
We
but
have
that'd be a
not.
good one to do.
Mm-hmm. Jessica also wants to know,
Thank you
what
for-
do we all do when you're not recording? And thank you for answering my Q&A.
We yell at each other.
We yell
a
at each other.
lot.
We hang out.
We hang
We're
out.
right when we're done with this. We're gonna go
Going for
walk
a walk.
around with our family
With
and
the
catch Pokemon.
Well, she is.
I'm gonna catch Pokemon.
I'm gonna be
Because
yelling at
mega
kids.
raids this month, man. So we got to get it going, guys. I already got a mega Beedrill, so
Omar, why don't you do a Jess and release videos edit free? I love Jess. I think, by the way, a shout out to OmniDog's channel. If you've not checked that out, he's a wonderful human being. It's just the way that I envision things. I don't think people like to listen to me for very long. I'm still like that. Like, even though we're doing a 2-hour stream and we still have over 280 people in this stream, I feel like I sometimes annoy people too much with my voice and my input. I don't know. It's a thing about me. So I have to edit. Guys don't yell at be friends.
oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
oh yeah. That's, I mean, if you're not yelling at your friend or being upset at your friend, then you're not doing it right.
yeah.
Every day y'all are around,
Thank you.
my day is better. Thank you so much. Definitely made my days better when I was down this year, man. Well, thank you, and thank you all. You all have made me all the nice emails and nice messages I get and we get, and I share with everybody. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
When
It's
you guys
amazing.
send stuff my way on Instagram
Oh,
or whatever,
okay. You're not physical stuff.
people send. I know y'all thinking about me, especially if you send me something about Tom Holland.
It's like they know you too well.
They know me too well.
Really, NMC is legitimately top comic related channel in the world, especially now
That's awesome.
with that Marvel collection. Thank you. The connection to Marvel. It's a blessing. I feel humble about that too, still to this day. What would your most wanted outlandish crossover be, such as Hellboy? Well, we've already had a Hellboy Starman, right? Hellboy versus Aliens, Booster Gold. How about, well, one of them might come true with Aliens versus the Brood. How fun would that be? Throw the X-Men in there. Movie Spider-Man with I know your answer would be like Tom Holland meets Spider-Man. I don't know. What would your answer be? What would a good crossover be?
Outlandish. is
Outlandish.
the
Think
word.
outside the box. Christina Hendricks
My Little Ponies and
and
Aliens.
Storm team up. There's
Oh God.
the actress Christina Hendricks. Gru versus Aliens. That's awesome. Tomasi Superman. If you've not read Tomasi Superman, you are in for a treat. The omnibus is solicited for May. NMC has been great for beginning readers.
Yes.
For us in comics. Thank you all for the nice words. Serbian film Ace. That movie, man. That movie is rough to watch. I don't recommend it for people that don't. Yeah, don't watch it. Don't watch it. There is no Avengers versus the Predator, which we might get now that Predator is back at Marvel, right?
Not
we need
outlandish.
a 4 to 5 hour stream. You don't annoy me. Oh, thanks, man.
That's awesome.
I maybe one day, maybe with some drinks. Best channel ever. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank
You're so
you.
sweet. Smurfs versus the Gremlins.
Oh my gosh.
Nova, Omnibus, or ROM? Do you think it's possible? Not right now, because ROM unfortunately belongs to IDW. If that rights ever reverted back to Marvel, then absolutely. But I think they have to go through Kenner, which is a toy company. But that right now belongs to Hasbro, which licenses their stuff out to IDW, and that's the problem. Calvin and Hobbes meets Kazar, and I can't remember his Sabretooth's name. Oh man, what the heck is this big Sabretooth thing? Thanks. That's the second thing I can't remember. Literally any comic with Helen Mirren
crossover.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
There
we're gonna
we go.
end the chat. Thank you all so
She really
much.
does look like Jennifer Lawrence. I can't get over it.
She looks like a mannequin.
That's weird.
That is creepy.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, everybody that commented. Even if you're just quiet, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to hit like. We're on Patreon. Great way to support the channel if you can do so. I always hate asking people for money. I'm not good at it.
I am, though.
She is, but I've never been good at it. So thank you, everybody. Don't forget, I'll be putting my top 10 most essential or should buy collected editions later this afternoon. So yes, everybody become a patron for $1 a day. You can feed this face.
You can feed that guy right there.
Thank you all. Seriously, have a great weekend. Enjoy it, and we'll catch you on the next live. That will be Tuesday. And then if you all want, we'll do a New Mutants. New Mutants is what it's called.
Review. New Mutants. Yeah.
So everybody, stay healthy, stay safe. Much love to everybody.
Have a good weekend, everyone.